Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Campbell again. It's so great to see you. Okay, so for today, we've got this book here. Now, it's a little tricky to tell what the title is just based on what we see in the picture. So I'm going to say the title, The Park. And if we flip this around, we know this book is book 15. It's level A. And we've got a little boy here. Looks like he's having a good time. And this book is fiction, which means, yes, that's what it means. It means this is not a true, it's a make-believe story. It's not a true story. Okay, so on the cover, things that are helpful, what do we see down here? Good, we see flowers. What are these? Some trees. What's this? Good, the grass. And do you know what these are called? I think these are either shrubs or bushes or something like that. Yeah, so it's important when you look at a picture to look at everything in the picture to be a good detective. Remember book 5, Over the River? And you were really good detectives and you could tell what was happening to the branch on that page, right? On each page, what happened. So let's use our pictures really well in this book. We're going to tell a little story here towards the end. The park. And there's a few, no, these are all pretty similar words then to the last few books. So that's to help us remember them. We have a lot of the same words over and over again. It tells us, number one, they're really important. Number two, they're words that we really are going to learn because we're reading them over and over again, right? And all the books that you read with me, from the first book all the way up to this one, and as we keep going, read them over and over and over and over again to anybody and everybody that you possibly can. It is so much fun, and you'll find new things every time you read. And it doesn't matter how many times you've read them, you learn new things. Okay, so on the first page, we use our picture power, and we can use our first letter power. This is actually a blend, G-R, gr. What do we say? Grass. Okay, and this is your pattern on every page. I can see the. Those are 4 words, you know. They're going to be on every page, so remember them. Put them inside your brain, let them crawl up your arm and go into your brain. Okay? I think you'll be able to get this one. Here's your first letter power in your picture. This one's pretty easy. I think you've got this. This one too. Use your first letter power. And this one of these. Now, there's this word again. But remembering on the way to school had this word. It's a fancy word for kids. Wow, you were really listening. Yes, that word is children. You were really listening to the last story, weren't you? Children. So we see children here having a great time, right? Okay. And then lastly, they show you everything. We'll get into what's going on here. They show you everything that's at the park. I can see the park. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Now, I gave you kind of some ideas on what you're going to be looking at, and I want you to think about all the things that are at the park, okay? And when we're all done, we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about what the children are doing. Here we go. The park. The park. Okay, you can begin. Point to those words. Let them crawl up your arm and go into your brain. Okay, so now what I want you to do is think about all the things that we saw at the park. When you go to a park, do you see some of those things? Can you think of something that's not in the book that you see at a park? Yeah, excellent job. Okay, now we see the children. They're walking towards each other, right? What do you think they're going to do next? What do you think? I love how this picture shows everything that's there. Isn't that great? When you do your writing, don't you add details to your picture to help the reader know what is going to be in your story, right? Just like reading. It's very similar. So you're reading, you're trying to take all this information and understand what's here. Excellent job. So proud of you. So look forward to the Nearpod that you're going to have. And I hope you enjoyed the book today. Have a great day.